Hello everyone, welcome to another video, and this is HLF1 Season 3 Round 4 round the Red Bull Ring here in Austria. This is obviously the league where we are, as it stands, going into this race. The championship leaders will lead our championship rival Inferno Lewis by 11 points. It should be 11 points. The fastest laps have not been counted as of yet. And going into this track, as we're on our qualifying attempts right now, going onto this track, into this race, I knew that my one lap pace is really good. Like, I'm within like the first few positions, one lap pace wise, but in the race, the like high fuel long run pace was absolutely nowhere. We were among the slowest guys on track as far as race pace is concerned. First lap we got the original pole of the time, but that didn't last for long. Second lap we invalidated. Third lap we actually do improve on our lap time. We get a 103.5. Ideally you'd like to be in the low 103s or high 102s. My PB is a 102.8 around here in qualifying, but obviously the track times are a bit lower, so the times can vary one way or another. So this is now our best lap of the session. Save the best for least, or save the best for last. I cannot English, and I am sorry for that. But into the third corner, the hairpin, I'm really struggling for traction exiting this corner, but we got it nicely done indeed. We are nearly 4 tenths up on our time on this really short track that you would expect is easy to hook up, but trust me, it is not. Turn 4 we ran wide on the apex a bit, so we lost a tenth and a bit through there. 5 and 6 are relatively easy, just don't extend on this curve. Turn 6, you don't really even want the downshift, just want to carry it through. We ran a bit wide at apex there as well, so we lost even more time, but it's not that bad, and we are still looking decent to maybe even grab a pole position as we're now in the final 2 corners. This is really easy to invalidate the time. We did not do that. Going across the line right about now, and we get P2, 8 thousandths of pole position, and as you can see now, that's how it stayed, and the top 3 is separated by 10 thousandths of a second, which is really close. I could have definitely got pole, but I mean the pole battle as it stays right now is epic, and as you're about to see now, it's gonna rain at the very beginning of the race. Formation lap, I rarely show my formation laps, so yes, we had a bit of bad in there. Had a spin. Ignore that. Yep. I mean, shit happens to the best of us. You can see even now it's starting to rain, and as we're going to go onto the main straight now, the lights are coming on. The rain is coming down. 5 red lights. Lights are out, and away we go for the Austrian Grand Prix. 36 laps ahead of us. We get a bit of a bad start, and we go down the third. But again, the most important thing is to keep the car in one piece. I did not realize I have Pozzi in the Red Bull alongside me in turn 1, and straight away we have a VSC because there was a crash on the main straight, and we had a early virtual safety car that's going to end now, and we're just trying to get as good of a restart as we possibly can. It's basically dry tires or wet track as of now, and I am not that strong in these kind of scenarios, so we are going to lose some time. But you know, the most important thing is to keep the car in one piece, and you know, on a day where anything can happen, you know, dry tires or wet track, you know, it's really easy to make mistakes. So yeah, the most important thing, just stay on track, avoid mistakes as much as you possibly can, and you could be in for decent scoring weekends, even on a day when our championship rival can even make mistakes and go off the track and spin off, as you saw there. Inferno Lewis now at the back of the field. Yeah, it's really important to just avoid mistakes. Lap 3, we are struggling a lot in this third corner, the hairpin. I did not want to push him off, but I just couldn't control the car well enough. Pozzi gets the switch back on us and gets ahead of us for the time being. But the DRS is still activated. You can see now we're trying to at least stay in his DRS and, you know, just go with him. Into the happy we go again, braking decently, I guess. Pozzi is struggling on exit. He gets it going and then slides into the wall, which puts us back into P3. We are losing a lot of time to the front two, but it's not bad enough. We are still third place, and now it's time to box onto the intermediate tyres because the rain has started to fall even more. DRS has been disabled. We run wide in the pit entry. You're not really meant to go out there, but we just understeered wide. And yeah, into the pits we go and onto intermediate tyres. Nice stop, and we are exiting the pits, still in P3. Some people in Fernand Lewis are trying to stay out on the slicks, but I think you can see there's no point. The DRS has been disabled, and now the inters are the tyres to be on. We have a back marker in the gravel sliding off, and that triggers another safety car, virtual safety car that is. So just go through this as well. Just try to just save fuel, whatever. VSC is now ending onto the main straight, and the timing is actually pretty poor for us because we were slowing down a little to stay in the delta because we don't want a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. We managed to avoid that, and now we're just trying to survive, really. That's the best we can do. Lap 10, you can see Jeff is saying that we're going to run on a tri-track soon. Now he's saying that the pulse is drying off, so it's getting really close to changing back onto tri tyres, and now you can see Jeff is calling us in for the slick tyres. But we have a problem. What tyres to go on? And even now, when you're going to see we're in pit entry now, we are understeering wide a bit as well, but not as badly. We still don't know which tyres to go on, so I've decided to see what the top two are doing and just do what they do. And you can see Dark Salt is gone onto mediums. We are still trying to change the tyres from hards to mediums, and we only just managed to do that. Nice stop by the guys again. And now we have to take this tyres to the end, which is like 21, 22 laps to go. So, yeah, in my practice runs, I got a puncture with like 20 laps in, or something like that. No, it was 18 laps in to the medium stint, and now we are also having to defend from Miliano, who's the Ferrari right behind us. And basically, this battle that you're going to see now is what I was in, and I couldn't just pull away for the whole race, really. We are now trying to defend around the outside of turn 4 where Albon got crashed out by Hamilton. We managed to keep the position, and yeah, we are now having to save the tyres to the end of the race, and we have a race-long battle. From the title, it suggests a cat and mouse game, which it really is, as we're trying to defend. We may go for a stupid dive down inside of turn 4, and it failed, and now, as you can see, we're on a straight. We're not using ERS, we are using DRS, and we are on lean mix, because I started to think to myself, like, why bother fighting this guy every lap and lose time when I could save fuel, save tires, save ERS, stay his DRS, and just, you know, save it up, load everything up again to go for an attack that could maybe actually last. So right now we're playing as a certain F1 YouTuber that I hate. We're playing this F1 chess, where I'm just thinking strategically when maybe to the end of the race we could actually go for a move with rich mix and overtake mode. But now lap 21, I think Miliana had a bad exit onto the first DRS straight. He gets a bad exit, exiting turn 3 to happen as well. So we are really close to him, but we do not want to overtake him right now. You can see into turn 3 he's going defensive. He doesn't really need to do that, but he's losing time. And you know what? Rich mix and overtake, we would have gone for the overtake there. Lap 24, and now we're deciding to go for the first attack because there's a back marker right in front of us too. And I was thinking, like, if we could maybe steal the DRS of the back marker, we could maybe defend a little bit longer. But no, the back marker, which, to be fair, he did well there, gets out of our way, and we go on our merry way. We are still battling into turn 4. And Miliana is trying to go around the outside of us, which, yeah, we got a bit rude there. We tried to force him off a little bit there, but that's what we have to do to stay in front. But now, we make a mistake in the final corner, and we are now back straight into lean mix. Miliana is in front, and now we knew that, yeah, you know what, let's stay behind him. But now, lap 27, we got our first track limit penalty, and now, as you can see, Miliana does not have a penalty. what we're trying to do, we don't want to overtake into turn 1, but we want to sort of scare Miliano off the track so he could get some track limit warnings there. So maybe we could get him to get a penalty as well. We get past Miliano in a desperate attempt to maybe pull away, but as you might think now, it's not gonna work. So our best bet right now is to get Miliano a 3-second track limit penalty, so it would be a level playing field. Now we're still defending into turn 4. We thought we could have it covered, but Miliano gets a really good switchback on us, and he's actually gonna use overtake mode to get back in front of us, which, to be fair, I did not see this one coming, and that was a really good defense move by him. Lap 30, we are in his DRS, Rich Mix trying to overtake him yet again. He does not have a track limit penalty right now, so we're just trying to do anything we can. We get past him for a bit, lean mix into the hairpin to get better traction, but we get about run exiting the hairpin, and he's just gonna come flying past us in a matter of second. We're trying to hold it around outside, but he does the same to us that we did to him a few laps ago, which, to be fair, yeah, I was fine with it. But now, end of lap 30, he got a 3-second time penalty. I did not realize that at the time being, but by now, lap 33, I had realized that, and I was just staying behind him. I did not want to overtake him right now, but as you're about to see, Miliano gets the braking a little bit wrong, and our tires are both going off. He runs wide, gets a bad exit, and now we're just flying past him. Rich Mix and overtake DRS as well. And now it's really all or nothing. And from now on, we have to stay in front of him to get this podium place. Lap 36 now, going to the final lap of the race. We are still in front, and we have to stay in front of him. I had not realized he has another 3-second penalty, so he's now on 6 seconds. I had not realized that at the time being. I was trying to stay in front of the Ferrari as well as I possibly could into turn 3, the hairpin, trying to sort of Verstappen, Leclerc him, which sort of worked. We are still in front, going on to the second DRS straight, and yeah, he's doing his damn best to get in front of us. We're doing our damn best to stay in front of him. Turn 4, we didn't even push him wide that much. We made some contact, but it's all fun and fair in our both opinions. Into the second sector, going into the third sector now. We are still trying to stay in front of him. We are really playing a dangerous game with the puncture territory as well. He's still he's alongside us now, and we're trying to use our overtake mode and Rich Mix to stay in front. Into the 2 final corners, he runs a little bit wide, and that's our P3 solidified as easy as you'd like. Coming across the line to take P3 in this race on a day when our championship rival Inferno Lewis only finished down in 7th. So we got 9 points on Lewis. We got 15 points with P3, and Lewis only gets 6, which that means now the championship standings that I can't post right now because there's still some students inquiries that do not involve us. So they're not updated, but by my calculation, we should be 20 points in front of Lewis now. So we extended our championship lead. Dark Soul wins the race, Simmons in 2nd, ourselves in 3rd. I could not keep in touch with the 2 race leaders. You can see Simmons even did an extra stop on the slicks, so that's how good the top 2's pace was. We finished 24 seconds off the lead. I did not have the pace, as I said in the beginning of the race, or in the beginning of the video. I did not have the race pace on this track, and P3, it's a good damage limitation for us. Inferno Lewis down in 7th. It's a good day for us, considering everything, considering how difficult it was. I am happy with how this race went. But yeah, this is it from me. Next time out, we're in FS for the French Grand Prix. This is it from me. Have a good time, and goodbye.